What's going on, YouTube? JayBReacts back in here with another Saturday Night Live. I hope y'all having a great day, whatever time of day it is. Just make sure y'all enjoy the day. Now, I got a few announcements at this moment. I have another channel, which is called Jay About the Business. It's gonna be vlogs, lifestyle content. I'm trying to structure it at this moment. I'm gonna be posting on there. I also have a gaming Discord. Me and my buddy Paris in the Rain. I want to give a shout out to him because he just reached 2,000 plus subscribers on his gaming channel. We have a gaming Discord, so if y'all want to join that for any gaming content or really just building and connecting, y'all can join that Discord in the description. And I want to, just ask everybody how y'all doing right now.
Man, can't complain, bro. We
A1.
A1. Appreciate everybody for showing up. Fatty, 2K, Paris, Mal from North, Red Pill, Just Brat. Appreciate y'all 100%. Y'all go ahead and shout yourselves out.
Man, I'm 2K, man. You can follow me on the Don't Piss Me Off more on the show. Every morning at 11 o'clock until, man, till it's over.
Oh, there we go.
It's your boy Paris in the Rain. Paris in the Rain reacts. Paris in the Rain gaming. If you guys like gaming content, make sure to follow me.
Shout out.
It's the one and only Just Brett of If You Know You Know the podcast. Follow me at just_Brett 2 underscores or IYKYK for the podcast.
Mr. Fatty.
Thank you very much for having me. I'm the fat one. Go watch 2K show because it's way more entertaining than my show. So go ahead.
Oh, shoot.
No, my name Jamal. You can follow me on Instagram at More from North. I appreciate being on JB platform, man. It means a lot to me.
Yes, sir. We appreciate you for being here, brother.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you, big bro. This Red Pill Crip, man, holding it down. Red Pill Crip podcast. Tap in with me on Facebook and TikTok, YouTube. Just tap in.
For sure.
Yes,
now,
sir.
in the media out there, man, we know it's been a lot going on these last. I didn't do a live last weekend, so I feel like I missed a few things, and I do apologize about that. Things come up, but as men, we have to, continue to grind. We have to, just pull ourselves up by the bootstrap and just continue to carry on and fight through all the adversity. But there's been a lot of things going on in the media right now, and of course, right now the main thing is the ICE, the whole raid situation, the looters, the protesters. I want to dive into that situation first. So I got a few clips. I got about 2 clips, probably be roughly about a minute and 30 seconds, but I want to, play these and I want to get y'all thoughts on this situation right now that's going on.
If you resist lawful orders, you're going to jail. Let me be very clear about that. If you block an intersection or a roadway in Brevard County, you are going to jail. If you flee arrest, you're going to go to jail tight because we are going to run you down and put you in jail. If you try to mob rule,
what's up, Bidal?
Yes, no audio. The audio.
No audio with the clip.
I can hear
I
it.
heard it.
I can hear it.
Yeah.
Wait.
Out of one ear, though. It's not playing in the left ear.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, I always watch it on this. I watch it on my other phone because every time you go to that little screen, it mutes out, for me at least.
Okay. But y'all can still hear it though?
Yeah.
It is low though. I will give you that. It is low for sure.
I can hear it, though.
I'm gonna go ahead and play it, and then I'll just edit it later on.
if you resist lawful orders, you're going to jail. Let me be very clear about that. If you block an intersection or a roadway in Brevard County, you are going to jail. If you flee arrest, you're going to go to jail tired because we are going to run you down and put you in jail. If you try to mob rule a car in Brevard County, gathering around it, refusing to let the driver leave, in our county, you're most likely going to get run over and dragged across the street. If you spit on us, you're going to the hospital and in jail. If you hit one of us, you're going to the hospital and jail and most likely get bitten by one of our big, beautiful dogs that we have here. If you throw a brick, a firebomb, or point a gun at one of our deputies, we will be notifying your family where to collect your remains at because we will kill you graveyard dead. We're not going to play. This has got to stop.
All right, I'm gonna play 2 more clips.
Well,
just kind of
damn.
yeah, I ain't gonna lie, he not playing.
Cool.
I got 2 more clips, y'all.
they break in? Oh, they're breaking in. Oh, they got into the store. We're the security guard.
All right. So ultimately,
a
I
lie.
feel like that was.
That's a lie.
I feel like we got a lot of things going on at the same time. You know, people trying to fight for the right to stay in the country, and at the same time trying to fight against the police. You know, ICE or whatnot. And then you got people looting at the same time. You know, I feel like it's just a little bit too much of a mixture. I think people are getting involved in fights that aren't theirs because people who looting, it's not all Hispanics.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you got a lot of whites, you got a lot of blacks that's out there destroying the actual communities, the cities. And I feel like people really don't know what they're fighting for. I feel like people just want to kind of fight just to fight and really probably making it worse for the whole situation in the city itself. So I want to get y'all thoughts on that situation, man.
That's
People just take the opportunity to like give them a reason they gonna loot. Like they're just scammers and thieves. They just want to be out there stealing shit. I don't
Yeah, they just
think
want to be in the chaos.
yeah, they just want to make chaos. I don't think that any type of fight renders a reason to loot. Like you don't have to loot to prove a point. You don't have to loot to fight back. Like that's the crazy part. But that cop, I'm still trying to process this.
Yeah, he got me. He's
I'm still
going
trying to process everything.
Man.
call. He said, "Call your family and let them know."
Well, I will let them know where to pick up your remains because we're going to kill you, graveyard. What?
That's
2K, what you about to say, 2K? I'm sorry, Kachar. I know 2K about to say something too.
Nah. I think we need to, us as black people, we need to look at this and realize that this is not our fight. Okay. We need to sit this one out. If you ever looked at a civil rights picture or anything, you never seen Hispanics in these pictures with us. You might see a couple white people, but for the most part, it was just us fighting for us. We need to let them handle it. The stores that they even looting, like ain't no nigga breaking into no Adidas store. Like that's not us.
No shame.
So
They going
listen,
straight
man.
for the Nike.
Straight for the Nike.
Straight
On the
for the
Jordan.
Jordan.
Yeah. The Adidas store is wild to pick
That's
up.
like robbing a Puma.
Yeah, so I think, bro, we need to stick this one out, man, because this ain't our fight. And I feel what JB was saying. Niggas just fight just to be fighting, man.
Yeah, just to say they did it. Like,
But
man, the funds are low, man.
On the critique side of the game, I see the police is breaking the laws. Now, if I spit on JB and goddamn I do something to JB and JB call the police, they gonna take both of us to jail. So how come if I spit on you, you can hit me back?
Well, spitting is assault, though.
I was just about to say that because now you retaliating against an officer of the law. You know, we still got to look at the grounds that we in.
So one more critique: when the civilian power drive the dude,
the black boy,
that's assault too. You need to
and
pick
that
his
had nothing
ass
to do with
up
him,
and handcuff his ass too.
Yeah.
So this what I'm not liking. Let's not pick and choose when we gonna enforce these rules. Hey, cuz I appreciate you for doing it, but you ain't have to get your ass up. You're going to jail.
Facts.
Yeah.
And 2K, you know,
Yeah, that
funny?
is one-sided.
They're not even gonna give the appreciation for it.
And you know it's funny
That's
today? Like we saw the video of the guy throwing a milkshake to the police officer, right?
Absolutely.
Just a couple of weeks ago, a white kid grabbing another black kid. It wasn't a motive to retaliate, whatever it takes. And now I throw a milkshake at you, and then 7 dudes just beating me upside the head because they got offended. We are not. The problem is not people doing things because we kind of believe in the right to retaliation. We just believe it's the pick and choosing of things. And the reality is this, right? Like, I think it was 9 years ago, if I'm not mistaken. It was the Women's March in 2017. It was like 3 million women on the streets blocking everything and all that. Do you think these guys are going to beat them up and take him off the streets and all that? The problem is not you being a tough guy in front of the mic and saying you are going to jail, you are going to the hospital and all that. The problem is that we know that you wanted to do that all along. You had the equipment, you had everything ready. You are dying to have an excuse to go beat on these people.
Yep.
So it's not about law, it's about you getting back. Like it's like a get out of jail free card. I can beat you up and nothing happens to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
The way his tone of voice and the way he said it, he was like happy, low key. Like he was
mean-
internally happy. Like I can do this
Yeah.
and
Oh,
not
yeah.
get no type of like not
Yeah.
be penalized in no way, shape, or form. Like that's crazy.
It just is happy hour.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
get into the
exactly.
bar,
Right.
happy hour.
Happy hour.
You can drink
He's
whatever you
waiting
want.
for that call
Yeah,
for
yeah.
somebody to be like, "Oh, report to here."
Hey, but at the same time, I will say that I would hopefully strike some fear in people who feel the need to cross the line and just do too much. You gotta think about it like this too. What fight are y'all really trying to fight? America is a superpower. Don't get me wrong. If we was back in more like tribal times or undeveloped America, we could probably get away with some of these fights and possibly win and take over some shit. But if you look at the times we're in right now, you're not winning. You're not gonna win. It don't matter how many stink bombs you throw at them, how many Molotov cocktails you might make. You're gonna lose. So that's why these officers are like, you're gonna die. You know, you're gonna dig yourself a grave. You're gonna get locked up. You probably gonna get a record. So when is enough to where you say we gotta fight a different type of fight? And we just have to fight a little bit differently, maybe a little more strategic, instead of just like guns are blazing. I'm just gonna go out and glory.
See what the immigrants doing, bro.
Mm-hmm.
They fighting a fight that they can't win at all.
Sure.
If you here illegally, it's just a matter when you get caught. Like it ain't nobody gonna throw a punch hard enough to be like, you know what, let them niggas stay.
Yeah. Shout out Coach Vita. How you doing?
It ain't gonna happen. Like, bruh, just take the out and come back the right way. They've been here for 20 years illegally.
But okay, it's not about the illegals, 2K. Like people been complaining about racial profiling all the time. These people are literally being like, they are targeting people. Oh, you look brown? Hey, hands against the wall. Hey, let me see your day. Like the people that are hard workers, and listen to what happened with Donald Trump. Donald Trump literally said he's going to make an executive order so illegals that work on the hotel industry and look at farms can stay because they're going bankrupt. So it's not about illegals. If they are benefit to the country, all of a sudden they want to allow Latino farmers to just stay and keep working. That's crazy.
It's about the illegals, but not necessarily about the ones that's working. It's about the ones that's committing the crime.
That is true.
Yeah, because them the ones that they was targeting at first.
Yeah.
Zero tolerance. No, 2K, they said zero tolerance. If you are illegal, you are out. And then they said, oh, you work on farms and these white farmers are complaining that they're going out of business because they don't have any illegal. Oh, we're going to make an executive order so they can keep milking these people. It's inconsistency. They don't give up. They don't give up.
If they seen illegal, they'll swoop them up along the way. But the target was for the criminals.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah,
no, it wasn't.
That's what they said.
No,
that's what they said.
It was zero tolerance. There's a bunch of massive working, not like the people that have like working complex, right? The construction complex. They are literally saying that people are not showing up to work because somebody comes and raids the next not installment, like the next building. The ICE comes in and they go and invade the building, and all the buildings on the street literally get empty for 3 or 4 days because people are afraid that they're going to be next. So this is not for criminals. This is for hard workers too.
But they are criminals, fatty. They here illegally.
No. Okay, come on. Okay, can't say that.
Listen, bruh. That's like me sneaking in the club and getting mad that they throwing me out.
Yeah,
I snuck in.
You are being disingenuous. Okay, we know what criminals are. Criminals meaning people that come in and commit crimes. These people have fake social security numbers.
Now, fatty, that's a different degree, and I'm with you.
Yes,
but you still committed a crime by sneaking over, bro.
Yeah.
No, that's fair. So why are you making a executive order to maintain these illegal farm workers?
For the same reason, if I sneak in the club and bought a VIP section,
so it's money, right? It's for money, right?
Absolutely.
So it's not principle, it's money. So just say it's about money.
But it's
nothing
about
to do with criminals. It's to do with money.
It's about money for the American people now, fam.
Right.
Don't forget, if they don't got jobs, now we do.
Exactly.
The people who was
Exactly.
born here.
Nobody wants to work in a farm. No American wants to work in a farm.
That's a lie from Mississippi.
But fact, you got some people that if you would rather not have a job or work on a farm, they gonna go work on that farm.
No, they will collect unemployment and they get the air conditioner job. Most people don't want to work. But working on a farm is an arduous, extraneous job.
It is, but you ain't got no gray area though. We saying we gonna take the illegals out. Here goes these farm jobs. Here goes these construction jobs. Here go this. Or you can just continue being broke. What you think most people gonna choose?
Yeah, they're gonna be forced to.
No. This is was the conversation that we're having before Trump got elected, right? People on the left like me were saying, y'all don't know what you're asking for. Y'all are saying that you have barely money for groceries. You can't afford the house. You can't afford nothing. What is happening is this cheap labor is going to go to Mexico. And now because you have to hire American citizens, now the food is going to go up, and especially in the housing on those areas is going to skyrocket, because if you're spending $100,000 a month extra in building because you're paying fair wages, your house is going to skyrocket in price. It's literally what is happening right now. You asked for something and you bought more than you could chew.
It's been skyrocketing with the Mexicans here.
Yeah.
So it don't matter, bro. Like at this point, at least did it give us the true Americans a way to at least try to make some money.
Facts. You got to pick a struggle, bro. We can't have. We ain't gonna get. It's never gonna be just even playing field, bro. It's just gonna. It's got to be like that. That's just how it is. And then the strong gonna survive, and the weak gonna. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna fall.
And now your dream house now costs more $25,000 because you wanted the chance. Most of y'all don't want to work in construction. Most of yours are final consumers. Most of y'all go to groceries every day. Most of y'all want a son to have a house or a daughter or something like that. You are not going to work in construction, benefit from it. But when you're going to go purchase that house in Texas that everybody wants, you are literally at that shit on your favorites for $250,000. Go check that shit right now and see if the price is the same. Like y'all don't know. Y'all really don't know what you want.
That's not what you want. It's what you got to do. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not what you want. It's what the man got to do to provide.
That's it.
We don't choose. You know what I mean? It's what we need to do.
That is true. People have been put in places to where if they're needed there, if they have to function in that that realm, they're gonna do it.
In fact, history will show us that it was just a matter of time before. Like right now, the only thing why illegal immigrants was working for such less wage because they didn't have no leverage.
Yeah.
Once they start to get leverage, then that's when you start to see all these unions pop up and like, hey, we deserve equal pay, we deserve to get paid, blah blah blah, and then them prices gonna be the same of what they got to pay the American people right now anyway.
Hey, Mac, can you mute yourself, please?
Mac, let me mute you, Mac.
But okay, you are right? But the thing is, you have to have a legal path to immigration that is clear cut, so people actually have an incentive to get in that path. The problem is the American, for whatever reason, y'all have it's kind of a lottery system where you might have it, but you not might have it. It's not like a goal-oriented shit, right? So what happens is this. The United States was built by slaves and immigrants. First it was black people, then it was the Italians, then it was the Irish, then it was like, if you actually look at the history of the American, there's no part in the history of the United States that the society wasn't maintained by people that came to get these jobs, right? Same is happening in Europe, right? Europeans don't want to work these jobs in the interior, so a bunch of people from Africa, a bunch of people from the Middle East come in and they do these jobs. Once you get rid of them, right? First of all, you are going to lose because your birth rate is going to go completely down, so nobody is going to sustain the older generation that is here. And the second part is the billions of dollars that you're losing, because these people don't need to be expelled if they are not committing criminal things. They need to be integrated and being part of the community so they can pay taxes, so you can benefit from it.
Well, a lot of the money being lost anyway, because what the people doing is they work in America, but
they send the money back,
put money back home.
But they have fake social security numbers. Most of them are contributing for the system without ever getting the money.
What
back.
I'm saying, that they're still taking money out of circulation and they're still making it harder for the American
No,
people.
they're paying taxes. And 2K, there's not just that they're paying taxes and they're never going to get back. These people have to buy food, so they're paying taxes 20-something% when they bought an
I
Apple.
get it, but
When they buy a computer, you see what I'm saying?
But you still inflating another economy. Like just think of if you were just American.
Yes.
None of my money hit Mexico. Like a good percentage of your money go back home.
Yes.
So it's still, we might look at it like pennies on a dime, but a lot of pennies add up to $1.
No, but think about it, right? They have to live somewhere, so they're paying rent. So there's money for one American. They have to buy groceries. They have to have water. They have to have cable. They have to buy phones. They have to buy computers. They have to put their kids in school. They have to buy books. They have to buy everything. So every time they buy something, 20%,
you leave at 300. But you leave it.
you-
If I send you $300, you leaving 300 taxable dollars out of the equation because you sent it back to Mexico. That's what I'm saying. That shit adds up.
Do you feel like illegals should be in America or not? Or
No. I think people, the countries have all the right to deport illegals, right? They have the right. What I say is we have to be pragmatic, right? And the best way for me to predict the future is to look at the past. We have a case, for example, of the United Kingdom. The United Kingdom did something called Brexit, which means they wanted to leave the European Union because as soon as you get to Portugal, as soon as you get to Spain, as soon as you get to France, you have the right to immigrate to every country that you want. So they were having a great influx of immigrants that was doing the job. They said, oh, we don't want the immigrants anymore. We're going to leave the European Union. And now they're losing $12 billion a year because the immigrants are still coming and they don't have access to the bigger market.
Well, usually a country is going to they're going to kind of put their home people up front. So of course the American people, they want to put them at the forefront, regardless whether we have to have an influx of immigrants to help the economy. We're still supposed to prioritize the American people. So even if we bring immigrants in to maybe help certain sectors of the economy, it's supposed to be the American people first. But I do think the influx of so many illegals has kind of fucked that up because now you got possibly people who work in certain jobs. Like we were saying earlier, men are going to do what's necessary for their thriving, to feed their families. But now if you have an influx of immigrants who possibly going to work for maybe pennies to $1, now you stripping a sector away from people who probably need to work.
And what you're forgetting is that the Mexicans, they work so good because ain't nobody working harder or faster than a Mexican.
Absolutely.
A boss gonna ask you, hey, do you got a cousin? Hell yeah, my boy Jose. Now he getting his whole family in.
So let me ask you a question. 2K, let me ask you a question. I know you're rich already, right? But if you're rich, right? Mr. Beast rich. No, that's too much money.
Shout out to T.O. for the membership.
Shout out to T.O.
Happy birthday too, man.
Yo, what up, fam?
There's actually too much money. Let's assume that you have $10 million, right? And you want to build apartment complex.
I'm gonna shout out to T.O. My bad, Fatty. He gifted 10 membership.
Hey, let's go.
Shout out to T.O.
Appreciate
Appreciate you, T.O. Thank you very much.
Yes, sir.
So let's imagine that you want to build an apartment complex, and the cost if you are all Mexicans, all illegals, is $3 million. The cost if you are all Americans is $6 million. Which one are you going to pick?
Me as a business, I'm going the Mexican route.
That's the point.
But
there's the American way, the cheaper.
Now hold on, that's cheaper. Now let's talk about my pride. Now you say, hey, 2K, if you got a choice to spend some money with your Mississippi people, I'm gonna spend more because I'm gonna give more back to my people. I just don't care. Like at some point, money becomes out of the equation. But I got a solution for it. And because Trump is already a hated president, I feel like he should just invade Mexico and take it over. Make it the 51st state.
He can't even defeat Afghanistan, let alone the cartels and all these people.
I'm just saying, like, listen, if all them coming over here, let's just bring here to them. Let's just take that shit over.
Okay, do you know that the land, like they were kind of Mexican land before the Americans took over?
Absolutely, but we left them a piece, and I know that they regret that.
Oh, you want to take everything? That's crazy.
We should have. We wouldn't have this problem.
I mean, we are tribal people from the get-go, so it's kind of like first come, first serve, or who willing to take over, the land or the situation. If you can fight. If you can fight for the land, then it's up for grabs for you to be able to take it back. But if you can't, it is what it is if you lose it. So now you got immigrants trying to come into something that's already been what's the word I'm looking for? Like
built. It was established.
it was already established. So now is it fair for illegals to try and jump into something that's already been built and established, opposed to like going back to when it was trying to fight for it?
But Jay, but there's the point about American history, right?
Yeah.
If you go back enough, everybody's an immigrant. If you go back enough, everybody was pillaging, killing, and doing a bunch of things. Now that people are a little bit civilized, they're like, whoa, 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 go back to Africa. No, go back to Ireland, go back to Germany. Go like Donald Trump, literally second generation German. Right?
I'm not
but
gonna lie. If
that's what we're talking about. If Elon Musk, if all these people come in like and they can get citizenship and all that and nobody has a problem, all of a sudden when the hardworking people come in, they shouldn't have a problem too. It's about consistency.
Fatty, if World War III pop out, we gotta punch Mexico in the mouth. We got to go, bro. We got to go and take that shit, bro. Because first of all, they on our 6, and it might like, bro, it's hard to watch the back.
Yeah.
So man, we just got to go and take it.
Hey, okay. This is why I unfortunately, like, I understand the people that are law first, law by the citizens. They should go to the right path, right? People, the United States needs to focus on their borders and themselves and their citizens. And literally every week is, what are we going to do with Israel? What are we going to do with Ukraine? What are we going to do? Like, the United States don't care about their people. I'm sorry, they don't. Every single excuse they can to go ahead and fight other people's wars, to get into other people's business, to go ahead and steal whatever, they will do it. So it's not about Americans. It's not about American soldiers. It's not about America first. It's about a couple of 100 people that have billions of dollars trying to push one people against other people so they can get you distracted, so they can pass bills in the middle of the night and rip you off. There's nothing to do with y'all. It has to do with the higher ups. They are the ones that decide this, not us.
Shout out to TO for the super chat. I mean, the U.S. did fight and win for the territories and then paid $15 million to Mexico after they signed the treaty.
Yes,
is that like a consolation prize or something?
Nah,
the land was from Spain, and then Spain, I think, sold it to Mexico, and then Mexico sold it to the United States.
I think you talking about the Louisiana Purchase, Fatty.
Louisiana Purchase.
Yeah, they gave Cali 15 million just because we whooped their ass.
Shadow Dragon.
Not Cali, they gave Mexico 15 million just because. Like they ain't even have to.
Yeah, but these the treaties after they stole it, right? It's like there's something called
they stole it. They
no. Okay, 1 second. There's something called the pink map, and the pink map was literally European countries going to Africa decide, like, you know, when Africa is like those straight lines as borders. It's like like they literally got a pencil and they did straight lines and said, this is mine, this is yours. When we talk about treaties, these treaties was not, let's do what's fair. It's, hey, bro, either you sign this shit or I'll fuck you up again. So you might say it's not stealing, but it kind of is, because nobody gives land away just because. You see what I'm saying?
So before we switch, anybody has anything left to say on that topic? Like a good consensus to the whole immigration and protesters and looters?
Yeah, I got my thing. I'd rather see that damn Mexican flag getting flown than the damn pride flag.
Facts.
I ain't mad at that.
It go both ways though. For example, I like the Mexicans. And whatnot.
Me too.
But you got good people. You got good 2K, and you got good people and bad people. So it's kind of hard to go both ways. But I mean, what about the dudes in LA breaking the windows and all that? I feel like that's doing too much now. You know what I'm saying? You can't put everybody in one category.
Nobody is in favor of violent crimes. What we want, once again, is consistency. And to me, it's hilarious that y'all be offended by the Mexican flag, but there's some motherfuckers with the Confederate flag, which are literally the traitors and the losers, and nobody says nothing about that.
No.
Everybody says, oh, it's heritage. It's the South. Nobody says nothing about it. That's kind of funny.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have a problem with the Mexican flag or whatnot. You know, I think everything that's just coming outside of the whole, you know, the ICE situation, I think that's really the problem. It's the retaliation part, I think, that's really messing up the situation in LA. And we already know LA is like a battleground already. So to have all this, you know, looting, fighting, the resistance against the police officers, like, man, it's just protocol. I hate to say it as protocol. That's like the kid in school who does something wrong, and then they try and make themselves to believe the lie, and in their head they think they're right, but really they're wrong, and now you're fighting against something, but you did something wrong from the jump. So I think that's part of the problem. You know, don't get me wrong, I'm all for people trying to find a better way of life, but at the same time, like, it's still a process and protocol. You can't be mad at the repercussions if you knew the risk.
Yeah.
That's
But
how I look at it.
But Jay, are these people following due protocol themselves? Because they're not getting due process. A lot of these people are literally getting ripped off and just stay
They
in jail
do.
for like a week before they get released.
Which
The
people?
due process is to go through the process.
But that's the point. The due process goes both ways, 2K. And black people were suffering these before. They will round everybody, the drug dealers, the good guy, the guy in school, the guy on the job, and then they'll put everybody in jail and they'll figure out who are the good guys and take them out. That shit is ridiculous.
Boy, they had three administrations. They had 3 administrations to get it together. They had Barack Obama 2 times. You had the nigga Biden. Come on, bro. Like I get it. I really fatty. I get it. I'm for the people.
Yeah.
But like y'all have had the time, cuz.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. I mean, yeah.
I mean, I get that they have to do what they got to do, but what I can't get with is how they're snatching up the kids. Like the kids that did not ask to be here, the kids that were born here, but they're snatching them up too. Like
it's reality. It sucks. Now, don't get me wrong. That's a scary thing to have to be, broken away from your family. But you have to pay for the sins of you're paying for the sins of the father. But now they paying for the sins of their fathers and mothers who, it's just like I said, it's protocol. I'm not saying it's right or wrong, but at the same time, you got to follow the protocol. Now you have to reap the repercussions of what you did during that time period to get over here. You taking a chance. So I don't know. Like I said,
change the protocol.
That was the purpose of DACA.
Hmm?
That was the purpose of DACA.
What's that?
DACA is a like a path to citizenship type of program, like for them to comply to certain things and then they have opportunity to get citizenship. But the problem is, once again, the United States system is extremely confusing. Like other countries have very well defined path to citizenship. They know they have to go through this A, B, C, D, so they can get to the finish line. Like we have a guy called Lou, like he's Brazilian. He literally like came to the United States because his mama took him here, right? He had legitimate jobs working on real estate for almost 20 years, still didn't get citizenship. And he literally is like a, what do you call the anchor baby, kind of like when they have the kid on the United States that they bring the kid. So it's you should look at the track records of somebody and says this person is working legally for 15 years, 20 years on this country. Let's give him citizenship because he proved that he's here to collaborate. There's not the case.
But Fatty, I agree with you, Fatty, but different. 2K, 1 second, 2K, Fatty. I agree with you, but look,
last point because we're gonna move on after this.
Yeah, different countries. Different countries, I agree with you, Fatty, but the thing is, different countries do different things. The United States is not the worst because you got to think in Afghanistan and Iran, they kill you. They do much worse. So America's bad. I'm not saying like it's not Babylon. It is, but I mean, at least I think that what Trump's trying to do, he's conflicting himself because he's doing too much at once, but he's trying to have some type of order. And I just feel like I agree with you as far as America is not organized in their structure. But there are countries that will kidnap and kill you. Not they won't do it here, but as a culture, they'll kidnap you if you in the wrong country and kill you. Korea, South Korea, things like that.
That's a bad example.
I just honestly, bro, to be the president, bro, you gotta have a level of maturity that's on another level. And I say that because you can say that, but how can we say that? We can say this about all the presidents. Because you got people who you are looking out for in your best interest saying, fuck you, fuck America with the same free speech that they can only have over here. Like the entitlement that we have is so off the chain, bro. It's insane.
Shout out to Black TV. Sorry to cut you off, 2K. Shout out to Black TV with the $4.99 super chat. Tune into the DPMO morning show at 11 a.m. Monday through Thursday. Please do. Yeah, that's y'all show, right, 2K?
Yes,
hey,
sir.
2K, you need to say Black to stop being cheap when he wants to do promotion. This man paid me $2 to promote his show. That's crazy.
They said $4.99 to be happy.
I'm about to transition into the next topic, y'all. That's hilarious.
I've been sitting in this car for about 2 hours now because I refuse to go inside and be with my wife. Like, I hate her that much. The only reason why I'm with her is because I'm broke and I don't have nowhere else to go. Like, I can't afford the rent on my own, and she makes more money than me. So, I mean, If I was to get a good job tomorrow, I'd be gone just like that. With a woman I really want. But I can't afford the woman I want, so I gotta settle for her. Literally. If we're being honest, I think I'm doing her a favor. Because she got low self-esteem anyway, and she bad built, so she should be lucky that I'm with her, if that makes sense. So I don't feel guilty about it, but I mean, you know, some gotta give because I can't keep doing this. Like, I can be with somebody I really want, but I refuse to do more, you know? I'm kind of comfortable with being nothing.
Oh man, that was hilarious. I'm
hell?
not gonna lie. Hearing that, so many things wrong with that. First of all, I think a lot of dudes do secretly possibly hate their significant other, but at the same time, this dude is not gonna be able to get what he actually trying to, aspire to say that he want a better woman. He won't be able to get that just because of his characteristics. But low key, a lot of dudes feel like that about their spouses.
I feel like you got it figured out, bro. That's a prime
Yeah.
example of going when you. That's a prime example of going when you celebrate it, not when you tolerate it.
But he said getting like a better woman too. Like, bro, how do you know if you qualify for a better woman as well?
Yeah.
Long as that woman celebrate him, I'm kind of like fuck the qualification. Because when you
Hold on, we got one more. Shout
Black.
out to Black. Hey, this is for fatty.
Hey, salute that.
PMO for life.
Black
Salute.
TV, the brokey with $20. The brokey says this is for Faye to buy a new durag. Don't play. What is the DP morning show?
PMO
Shots fired.
For life. Thank you very much, brokey. You went and got your wife credit card. So thank you very much
Shout out to Black
for thank you very much, Black. Appreciate
Shout out
it.
to Black, man.
You see that motherfucker orange, don't it? Stop playing, fam.
Yeah.
It's orange.
So the thing about qualifying is kind of weird, right? Because some men ain't got shit, ain't worth shit, and they get all the woman. Qualifying is just, did you won the genetic lottery? Are you good enough for this woman to gather around you? Because these women don't care about qualifications at all. The father of their kids don't show that they need qualified people. The way that they live in, they're not qualified for a lot of things. It's just, are you a winner or you're a loser? This dude lost the genetic lottery. You look at him and you're like, oh shit, I know why you with your wife, because you probably is the only woman that you qualify for. But I will tell you, this man at least is realistic, because most men think, not most men, most average men at some point of time in their marriage think just like him. They just gaslight themselves to think that they actually have a reason to stay. He can afford bills by himself. That's
It's not
most
respectable though, because at the end of the day, go talk to your wife about that. You're on social media blasting your situation when she's right there. You can go be honest with her.
Man,
we don't give a fuck about your situation. We don't know you. We don't care.
But see, that's
go talk to your wife.
He need the money though. He need the money.
But he's being accountable.
Hold on, one at a time. Red pill.
Yeah, that's easier said than done. Like going in there and talking to your wife, it sounds cute and all that. I don't agree with getting on the internet.
It's meant to be honest and be real. Taking self accountability means stepping up to the plate and saying the hard shit, having the hard conversations. Don't be pussy and be on social media.
Well, let me ask you a question, Brad.
When you can go tell your wife, like
hold
the
on.
person that's dealing with you.
But he is that, and we know that he ain't got the heart to come to get a confrontation. Yeah, like he's not gonna be confrontational because he probably gonna go in there and go to jail. A lot of men know.
Wash your shit up and go get a better job.
That's what she's saying to him right now, and that's why he don't go in there. That's why he don't go in there and talk to her, because of the way you talking right now.
You're being my delivery may not be like that though. I'm saying that because I'm pissed. I'm annoyed that he did that. I don't know that man from a can of paint, but that's a lot of things that's one thing that a lot of people lack in his self accountability. Granted, he's taking self accountability by saying it, but you're delivering it to the wrong people.
Yeah. The internet is wrong.
He needs to go to the person, aka your wife, who's the source. Because who's to say? She might be she might have bad self-esteem. She might let your punk ass stay. Like,
can I ask you a question, Brad?
Some guys are meant for certain situations, man. I'll be honest. He probably not. I don't think he has the ability to qualify for a higher situation. Don't get me wrong. We all know a lot of females gonna act the same. It's gonna come with the same type of headaches. But still, as a guy, you're gonna be able to get yourself in certain situations based off of a few things: how you look, the things that you acquire, your assets, your net worth, your social network. All that stuff is gonna matter for the woman that's gonna be able to hop into your life. But if you're online saying how I'm doing her a favor, but at the same time, maybe I am comfortable because I don't want to do more. now you sound like a loser, low key too. Just being
Yeah.
honest, you know. So it's like it's two parts of the
And the
situation.
other women watching that, you're not making yourself look desirable to those other
No,
women that are watching.
unless if he hit the lottery, then he okay. What's
Yeah,
up,
he'll
man?
be straight.
Yeah,
Jay,
good.
he's a loser, but the thing is, his wife is a loser too. Why should I be Superman for Lois Lane? She's Lois Lane. I'm a loser. You're a loser. Losers get
Hey,
together,
2K.
live in the same house, get kids together, grow together. You are going to be a loser until you become a winner. My parents were losers when they got here. Now they are winners. You are going,
But they worked
right?
to become a winner,
Well,
right?
But
but
just
hold on.
1 second. The problem is that the woman that is in front of me doesn't think she's a loser. These average women don't think they're losers. They think they are the blessing to like a sexual crumb for the man that they are with is a blessing. It's not.
True.
So a woman before she would have patience because she would say, I am a cleaning lady. This guy is the mailman. We are both losers. Let's go together and get to something. These women work on retail just because they sell for rich people. Didn't think they're rich. Now they're treating you all kind of ways because they think they deserve a rich man because they interact with rich men all the time. This makes no sense. So it's the lack of patience and the lack of tolerance for the average man. You are average too. You should know better.
I get what you're saying on that part for sure. But at the same time, him even having to go on the internet and kind of say his own flaws and some of his deep secrets on how he feel and what he wish he could have, it still kind of put him in the frame to where he probably shouldn't even qualify for his woman, possibly.
Can I say what that looked? That looked like a man that gets beat upside the head every time he gets something.
Every time he walk in the house, he fighting. This nigga put on a vest as soon as he go in the crib. That nigga walk in like this.
Oh shit!
That shit
Go
look
ahead,
like Home
2K.
Alone.
I
When he
wanna know
walk in,
2K
it look like
opinion
Home
on
Alone.
Hold on, man. I ain't really got nothing to say, bro. Like that, I don't know, cause
I'd like to find out.
Before I get beat upside the head, real quick. Let me
I'd like to find out how long he's been married. He never said how long he's been married.
yeah, some niggas shouldn't talk like that, man.
Yeah.
By the way,
Yeah,
Wesley,
he sounds
Wesley,
he sounds
fix
like he's
your
stuck
mic.
in 1950s, Roddy.
Wesley, fix your mic. Your mic looks like you're very far away from the computer. I think you're using the wrong mic.
You were kind of low.
Yeah. Check the StreamYard settings on the audio. It looks like you're using the microphone that is on the other room.
Okay, Mike, his camera look like he on an iPhone potato.
Y'all boys going in right now.
It look like surveillance footage over there.
Well, y'all going in right now.
Damn, Mike. My boy
Hey, yo, but I got a question. I got a question for Brad. I get what you're saying, but my question is, don't you want your man to be expressive? Y'all be like, oh, y'all want my man to be expressive? Because I'm about to ask you, you ladies like to watch baddies, right? I'm not trying to make it a man versus woman thing.
I don't watch any. I don't watch.
Okay. Hold on. I got you. Generally, most young black women like to watch baddies because it's entertaining. And what they do is go in a confession room and they express what the fuck went on. And then most women be like, oh, okay. So when a man do it, I find it interesting. I got a quick like, oh, he shouldn't be able to do that. But that's what y'all consume of wanting the man to do. Now, yes, I agree with JB. He's a little bit too feminine. You know, he shouldn't have went, online doing that. But it's like, do y'all want y'all man to keep the shit to yourself? Or do you want him to express it? If you can't go to his girl and his girl's angry, I'm not saying like how you talk, but you talk good. But what if his girl is snappy and shit? So what if his only route is to go online and just be like, yo, I'm trying to either escape this shit or I got me a good woman. Like 2K said, she either apart. I'm gonna ride with this shit because it ride with me, or I'm gonna she doing too much. I'm trying to escape through the internet. You know what I'm saying? Is he really wrong or?
No, I don't think so. Yeah. To answer your question, yes, I want my man to be expressive, aka my man is expressive. As am I. However, there's a time and a place for everything. Social media is running the world right now, and I hate that for us as people. Being expressive is going to your person, going to your mama, going to somebody that genuinely cares about you and will give you solid advice on your situation. Going to social media is not going to do that.
Let me say this real quick. I think as a man, the only time you can be expressive and a woman receives it like well is if you are already deemed as like a somewhat successful guy. Because now at that point she already know where you've built yourself at, and you're expressing yourself. It's only going to kind of just give her a room to kind of want to grow emotionally with you. Opposed to if you hadn't built yourself up and then you be very expressive, she probably gonna look at you like, this motherfucker got emotional issues. He can't get out of his problems. But let's say you already made it to a certain, area in life that's way above her. She's still gonna be looking up at you, even if you having a down moment.
Fella.
And then it's gonna play on her emotional stimulation to where it's like, damn, this winner is being vulnerable, when really he already kind of showed himself to be established to where you already accepted him in.
I don't believe
vulnerability
JB,
is hard for anybody. The male ego always goes against it.
It's only one time. It's only one time where it's acceptable, where you can get your shit off it, bro.
Okay.
That's at a funeral. If you ever notice the man at a funeral, he be crying extra hard, and it's not because he's mourning the death.
It's everything.
Everything. He can let it all out.
This is a safe space.
Facts.
To cry, to let all that trauma out.
That's the one time you can get it out.
And they cry on the day of their wedding because it's their funeral. That's why they do it.
Hold on, let me Brandon, $5. I appreciate the super chat. At 46 years old, I'm starting to think just being married in general isn't worth it. I'm just going to get a divorce and be the man I know I can be.
Let's go, Brandon.
There we go,
Let's go,
Brandon. Not for everybody.
Free Brandon.
Let's go, Brandon.
Hold on, wait. Time out. Hold on, Brandon. Wait. Brandon. Hey, bro, don't listen to them. It's hard work.
Facts.
Keep going, bro. Don't listen to these.
That girl. It's crazy.
These some fucking quitters.
Like I said, I still think, like, man, when you are, I'm not saying be like hella emotional, but you still got to open up some level of emotion, because that's how you break certain barriers of a female down, to where now you done broke her emotional barrier down, because you can be vulnerable, not too much, but just enough to where she know that you still that guy.
Not Russell Wilson, though.
No, not Russell Wilson, but just
not Russell Wilson, low. Yeah,
but just enough to where she know you still damn near human, but not enough to where you look like a bitch or something like that. You feel me?
I agree with you.
But what is the next argument? You crying like a bitch the other day.
Nah, don't do that.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna open up the door.
It's not a problem, though.
You know, it's funny.
It's a real emotion.
But that's what Cooking with Kaya did when she got caught with her boy. Remember when she was twerking? She said, "Man, he's always crying. He's always crying." Hey, bro, you don't cry in front of those women. Period. And once again, I am very upset. Who is this man called Fat Boy? You are stealing my. What's going on?
Hey, you know what? I wondered if Fatty was gonna be online, because I watch you on some of the platforms sometimes, on Anton's platform. And
Sorry,
I kind of figured we might run into each other one day.
Shout out to you, Fat Boy.
I'm the original Fat Boy though. So
hey, it's kind of crazy. It's like the older version of Fatty. Like
Facts.
I'm the original Fat Boy. You see the plaque in the back.
No. You have the grace. You get seniority, but you don't look fat anymore, sir. So you better.
Never was fat.
But Vegeta and Trunks. Vegeta and Trunks.
Huh?
Vegeta and Trunks. I was gonna think Future Trunks and just regular Trunks, but
I ain't gonna lie, both of you niggas ugly as a
Hey, and for some reason I knew I was gonna run into TK today. I just knew it. For some reason I knew TK was gonna be on the pod. But what's up, man? How everybody doing?
What's up with it, huh? I fuck with JB.
What up with it, bro?
Yeah, I fuck with him too. We from the same hometown.
So appreciate that. I'm glad I got you in, man, for sure.
Yeah, glad to be here.
Where we left off at?
What is the threshold? Like, what do you need to say to your woman when you feeling like, all right, I need to say this? Like, what do you go about? What's the tone of voice? When you got something on your mind and you like, let me let this out. What's the furthest you can go with your woman until you cross that barrier?
Go ahead, Brad.
I like that shit. Yeah, okay, so I want to make sure I'm hearing this question correctly. You're asking what's the furthest that you can go, like as a man?
What's the cutoff
point? To me, what's the cutoff point?
Yep.
There is no cutoff. I feel like my person, and again, everybody in the comments, everybody on the panel, this is my opinion about me and my situations.
I'm gonna say
if
the
you're
same
truly my person, there is no cutoff. You should be able to talk to me about any and everything. Things that I don't understand. I don't understand it, but I'm still gonna listen. You should be able to come to me about anything. And my man is sitting right here, so you can ask him.
That
But
man,
he
he
does
ain't
to come.
telling you.
Hey, don't listen
Listen,
to her.
wait.
Don't do it.
Does he come to me about everything? No, because
No.
he feels like some things are not my problem. Can you come here? Can you come explain this to him? For our
You about to
situation,
get that
like
brother in
he
something.
feels like not everything that goes on with him is my business or my problem.
A lot of this is a need to know basis sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
And he
We'll disclose what you need to know, and we
That's
working
it.
it out.
And
Whatever
I
the
really
issue
hate
is,
that
we
sometimes
work it
because I
out.
feel like if you're having a situation, if you're in a bind or whatever the case is, and I can help, and you know I can help, tell me.
I'm gonna tell you how you do it. Because any conversation that I have with my wife, where she feel like she need to say something back, I don't have a conversation with her. Like
that's a good. I like that technique. It's crazy. That technique is crazy.
Anytime she feel like she got to say something, you don't need to have a conversation.
Right. That's a dangerous conversation to get into.
Yeah. That's
and you know.
So is it really a conversation, or you just want to
It's
a vent session.
It's a need to know basis.
Yes.
Yeah.
You mean like you're venting?
If there's some shit you need to know, I'll let you know.
You know what's funny? Like most women that say, "Oh my God, my husband tells me everything." You have no idea what that man is going through. That man will call his best friend 7 times before he even think about going to you and say, "Hey, bro, is the 17? I need 20." Hey, whatever. Like y'all really don't know what we go through, because if you knew, you'll divorce us on the second year. You'll never
you can't know everything.
And she got chapters and chapters and chapters of shit to pull out of her ass whenever she need to.
I understand where every man is coming from with that. Because I don't tell him everything either. Like some shit I go to my girls for, because again, like y'all said, it's a need to know. The question though from Red Pill was, what is the cutoff? And I said, personally for me, there is no cutoff. What you decide to tell me, you tell me. What I decide to tell you, I tell you. But is there like, am I stamping it like, so when it comes down to this and the third, I don't want to know?
Brett, can he tell you about the girl at the job that he really want to fuck, but he don't want to cheat?
He absolutely can, because that's the kind of relationship we have.
No.
Don't do it, bro.
I gotta change. I gotta change hat.
Don't do it, bro.
I gotta change my hat when.
Don't do it, bro.
Don't do it, sir. He's a trap.
You gonna walk in, man. I got 5 girls I've been looking at.
Hey,
oh shit!
It's too much. It's too much cap.
That's not a need. That's not a need to know basis.
Hey, Brett, he's going to tell you
Don't
about
do
that
it.
He's going to tell you about that woman at his job, and 7 years from now he's going to say, "Can you pass the salt? Go ask Monica from the canteen." Like that. Don't do it.
That's true, Fatty. That's true, Fatty.
He can't work no overtime, nothing.
But I'm not
Nothing.
I think also it depends on how long you've been with the person. You know, depending on how many barriers you can break down, or how much you really can tell, how much you done pair bonded with that person.
No,
if you really,
so
that's what I'm saying. Well, it just depends on how long you've been with the person and how much y'all done pair bonded. Also, I'm not saying disclose everything, but I'm be honest, man. You do have a certain set of chicks that when they really pair bond with you, they're not going nowhere.
Hey, but Jay, I think
that's
it's
what it's
actually
called.
the opposite.
Jay said pair bond.
The only time that they don't care is when they actually don't like you anymore. If a woman is into you and you come in saying that you are falling in love with the woman at the office,
not falling in love.
Oh no, that's a problem.
You gotta we talking about
most women not going to agree with that. They're not going to let you come in.
You better wish that she's not having that clinginess to you, because if she is, you are going to listen about this shit for 10 years.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, I ain't doing all that.
You might be in a different situation where you might be welcoming to females that he brings in, but most women aren't going to be welcoming to that. They're going to have contention.
I've realized a long time ago that I'm not like a lot of females.
But see, this is the dangerous part. A lot of women talk like Brett. They say that.
Oh, definitely.
And then when you break down, I got you.
They're not like Brett.
Snot bubbles, all kind of shit, nigga crying.
Not bubbles.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it really still it's a fact that women will say that they want the truth, but when it comes down to it, y'all can't really handle the truth.
A lot of women say
Yeah.
that they are a certain way because they want to utilize it as protection for themselves, but that's not really the case. Because when I say I've been through some shit, I've been through some shit. Like, and that's helped. Granted, I've always been a version of how I am now, but the past life experiences have built me more to how I am now and made me face hard truths about myself, hard truths about the shit that I want, internal conversations with my people, you know, my person or whatever. So it's like, it's not just something, it's not easy. It's not easy.
When I talk to women,
you gotta be a certain type of person.
When I talk to women, when I talk to women, I'm a default liar. Like I just lie by default when I talk to women. Bro.
Lying by default, I gotta use.
You gotta feed the delusion, Brad.
Bruh,
you gotta feed the delusion.
Using the truth with women has never got me nowhere good. Ever.
Using the truth with some men, they be like, "Oh, you too."
Like that's like I tell the story a lot. Like that's how I got my wife. I told her I was a Christian. I used to take her to Bible study. And I'm a diehard atheist. I used to take my wife.
That's crazy.
Listen, I used to take my wife to Bible class, and I used to take her to Bible study every Wednesday.
Yo, 2K a fool, bro.
Hold on, style. Let him explain. Let him explain.
I was in that bitch singing spirituals and everything.
Hallelujah.
But when I got
Hallelujah, brother.
Hey,
that just lets you know the links that a man to go if he really wants
a woman.
If he really wants
true.
something,
Yeah,
he'll
that's
do
true.
some stuff that he ain't really comfortable with to get to where he need to get to get that, you know.
It's a necessary evil. I told one of my sisters, I like, sometimes, man, you gotta lay on your back to get on your feet. You're like, it sound bad.
Yeah.
But it's the truth.
It is.
Yeah, it is true.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah. To acquire y'all, we can't say exactly how we feeling off the rip. You know, we have to kind of get in by stimulating y'all emotion, and that's gonna be a lot of different things that we possibly can say depending on y'all characteristics. You know, if you're a little more edgy, we might say something edgier to you. If you're a little more classy, we might come at you a little different. You know, it just really all depends.
It's reading the room.
It's just reading the room. So anybody got us anything to say about the guy who hates his marriage?
Don't be dude in the car. That's the moral of the story. And
Don't be dude in the car.
yeah.
Don't be no nigga in the car. Any nigga making a video, any nigga making a video from his car is in a bad position.
Yeah, that nigga hurting, boy. We gotta pray for that nigga.
I never understood the car videos.
After Derek Jackson, you guys should know better to not trust nobody.
Fat boy, you know why they make the videos in the car, right?
Why?
You can't say that shit in the house, nigga.
That's real.
Don't let your wife come in there, hear you popping that
real.
shit.
Right.
You can't say that shit in the house.
That's a fact.
Hey, 2K.
It always looks sad to me.
Every time you see a part 2, she was walking to the car. That's why he ain't finished part 1.
He had to turn it off.
He started looking back.
Oh shit! Hold on, here she come, y'all.
Right. I'm talking to you tomorrow. I'll be back tomorrow. Come back.
That's funny. Let's go ahead and dive into the next topic, y'all.
Now they can't even take their shoes off inside of the club because a nigga like this talking to me.
What do you mean, nigga like what?
I said, get the fuck on my face, right?
What do you mean?
Nigga, get the fuck on my face.
What you mean? I'm bugged. What are you talking about? What do you mean, baby? I don't know.
Nigga, you got 3.5 seconds for this high heel going in your motherfucking eye socket.
Go on my eye socket. Why would you do that?
Do you think I'm playing?
Nigga, I ain't worried about nothing, man. You talking about eye socket all night. I ain't tripping on nothing.
Okay, but if I say get out my face and you ain't got out my face, why the fuck you still in my face?
Because I'm trying to figure out why you trying to be so hostile all of a sudden.
Because I don't want to talk to you, bro. Look how close you are to me.
I just walked up. I just walked.
You been walked up, nigga. I said get the fuck away from me 3 times.
I ain't been there.
And you're still here. Just shut the fuck up and keep walking.
So I was just trying to talk to you.
No, I don't want to talk to you. Bye. The weirdo. Your mama, nigga. Your mama, your daddy. I can't hear what the you're saying. See, you're mad because you got rejected. Yeah. Ugh, bitch, I hate coming out. I'm going the back inside forever. Forever.
I'm gonna say this: that woman is blessed and highly favored.
Man.
Because in any other situation, bro, she could have got her rocked.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That dude looked like he really like he was waiting to hit her. He just kind of thought twice about it.
That
Man.
just sounded like you said she's lucky.
She's lucky. That could have been a whole lot worse.
I'm not the. I've never been the approach type like that, so I don't put myself in them situations. Like if it's somebody I could have an attraction for a beautiful or somebody I think is beautiful. I can have an attraction, but if I'm not, if I don't see some kind of reciprocation, like she giving me eyes or she messing with her hair or something like that, I keep it moving, man. Like I never been that kind to just get into like approaching them like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I know I got them when she showed me something. You know what I'm saying? And every time I for the most of my life, I've always gotten who I wanted. You know what I'm saying?
See, I grew up a shooter, so like if I see it, she don't even got to see me coming. I'm shooting.
You own it.
Yeah, see, because I know it's harder to tell you no in person. Then my ambiance, and then when that cologne hit her, like, oh damn, that nigga smell good. Like all your percentages go up.
Facts.
But those are real. Like I don't think that she was lucky. I think bro was he was a shooter. He was battle tested. It go like that sometimes.
And I get that. I get that right there. Cause my brother is that way. And it's really a numbers game. Yeah. If I shoot at 10, I'm gonna get 3. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I get that, but I was always like the highlight dude. You know, I was in the streets, I DJ'd, then I went from DJing into production and all that. So I never had to really approach all kind of ways because I was already a highlight in the club somewhere. So they gonna kind of let me know that they want me to shoot.
Right. You know, not feel like she was about to get slapped in that situation though?
Why is that?
Y'all not feel
he was aggressive. Like, if you look at him, his body language was off.
He was hovering. He was hovering.
He was aggressive.
Close.
I
got sisters, 2K.
No. He wasn't gonna do it, bro. Because did nothing stop him from doing it.
Yeah,
you got to understand.
It looked like he was thinking about it.
I think
thinking about it, 2K.
I think he was wanting the school to like, listen, man, like, you don't got to talk to me like that. You could just say no.
Yeah,
I think it was building up, and I think he just probably was just contemplating, you know, like the consequences. But real talk, it was building up inside. You could just see how he was hovering, and he was just like, "I'm just trying to talk to you, baby." He's still trying to flirt at the same time while trying to hold back his anger. Is like, man, I want to stop this crowd.
I got a homeboy that'll take off like that. Like what?
I know, dude.
That dude.
I don't hang out with niggas like that. You don't hang out with niggas like that.
I know them. I don't hang out with them.
Yeah, well, this dude is childhood, you know, from the cradle, you know, all the way up. So we've been through the mud together. He's a takeoff kind of dude. You know what I'm saying? Like that dude in the video right here. The dude I grew up with would have already took off. So I'm looking at this dude. He might have wanted to, but he wasn't going.
Oh no, woman though. Like dudes is.
Oh man. Why he might not take off physically, but he gonna take off verbally. He gonna start calling the bitches and hoes and all kind of.
Oh yeah, see,
no. But the difference of the guys that you grew up with is cameras, right? Because remember, these altercations, she was filming. We only saw the part that she was filming. This was happening before. For you to take a camera to start filming somebody, they have to be going at each other for a while, right?
The guy I grew up with still the same. He's still taking off.
Do you know? Like I have empathy for a woman, so you feel immediately uncomfortable. Hey man, this man is doing too much, man. She told no.
Yeah.
You know, but you know why? You know why he's repeating this and he's staying? Because he works. You know how many women we got on nightclubs being mean to them, and they say, "Get out of here! I don't want to talk with you." And then a week later, you see her again, and now you piping her down because she likes to be treated that kind of way. This man is on his 30s doing this because he works. He makes you uncomfortable. He's going to make like the woman being a little bit, but he kind of works because these women, for whatever reason, love the guy that is kind of being a push, like he's pushing on them. He's trying to be mean to them and trying to get something from them. I won't recommend it. I don't think that shit is cool because once again, a woman should feel in danger about this. It just boggles my mind that this woman wasn't bothered. Because if it was a man in her position, you would be ready to go. She was just chilling. I was like, what?
Well, that lets you know women don't really respect. Well, that lets you know women don't really respect men anymore, or even understand the danger that men are capable of. I think we in such a civilized world where they don't understand what men are really like capable of. Like, you could have wrecked you.
She was giving away threats too.
He was on a position where he was above her. Like you're talking with your
Yeah,
like
bro, he could have
that
rocked your
was the
socket.
like what?
Yeah, she was looking like
Yo,
this.
listen,
That's crazy.
Hold on, hey Brad, let me get
Sorry,
your
I was
opinion on that.
watching
Oh,
here real
hold on, before you say something, Brad. Stacy Galore, when in public places, one must be prepared for physical confrontations of all types, pleasant, harmful. Stacy Galore, are you from Star Report? Because I remember watching his lives, and I know he always say Stacy Galore. Let me know in the comments if that's you. But go ahead, Brad.
As a woman, I would have never conducted myself like that
Right.
because
Samuel,
at the
shout
end of the
out.
day, people in general are unpredictable. Secondly, expect anything from anybody. I'm not going to pop off on a grown man. One, a woman can never be the man. I'm not going to pop off by myself on a grown man who can do anything to me in that moment. Not only was she disrespectful, she made herself look stupid. Huh? She made herself look stupid. Like, and had something happened to her, then your parents would have been on the news the next day. Oh, she was such a good, sweet girl, and this and the third. But look how she just came out at this man for just trying to talk to her.
Well, let's say this because a lot of women understand that most men are going to protect them. You ain't even got to know the situation. If a girl getting mauled out, getting yelled at, somebody gonna push dude back, get him out the way, and they accustomed to this, so they can pop off all day because it's gonna be somebody around. Because guess what? If it was just them two in that alley or wherever they was at, it wouldn't have went down like that.
You think there was a lot of guys around? Probably.
Yeah, they probably just got out the club.
Yeah, but if he a real shooter, bro, he know pretty girls go out like that just to turn niggas down. So I'm pretty sure he vetted, bro. I don't think he was really triggered by the situation.
Yeah, nah, he was just doing.
He seemed a little. He seemed a little thrown off though. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, because she could have conducted it better, but I don't think
She could have been in Philly because the niggas here would have slapped the shit out of her. Like, she could have been.
Oh, you in Philly? Oh yeah.
Honestly, the men here, some of them would have slapped the bullshit out of her. Like, absolutely.
Yeah, because she was being disrespectful.
She was disrespect.
She was escalating the situation. Your mama, your daddy, or whatever.
That's what I'm saying about my homeboy. He like that. Like he gonna take off.
Stranger than usual said, I thought y'all said men were stoic though. All of this sounds emotional to me. All men aren't stoic though. Y'all gotta understand that.
Nigga, I'm up out of there. You got one chance to. Oh, my bad. Go ahead, Fatty. My fault.
No, I'm just saying, on extremities, men are the most emotional people in the planet. On extremes.
Yeah.
So, like they say, the most dangerous people on the planet is emotional man and bored woman.
Right.
So this is what I'm saying.
Stacy Galore, JayBReacts. Yes, I rock with the Star Report. Heavy super content here. Okay, when I saw Stacy Galore, I remember him saying that in his live chats, and I was like, Stacy Galore, that's like a unique name, so that's dope to see you.
Shout out to Stacy Galore.
Shout out to you, Stacy.
Salute, brother. But yeah, no, I think dudes that, like 2K said, if you a shooter, man, that's the 15 girl he didn't talk to that night. He ain't sweating that. I think we looking a little bit too deep into it because I ain't gonna lie, I'm a shooter. I'm gonna holler at 20. I'm hollering at 20. Yeah. You get the 13th number I got, baby. And if I don't get it, I got 12. You hear me? I'm not
out that 20. You hit on 60-70% of what you're shooting at. You do.
Hey, he handled the rejection well though.
You would have had a different response, regardless. So it wouldn't have been a thing of, oh well, just because she was saying some pretty offensive things.
Yeah.
And he didn't respond like somebody who's emotional. He kept it together. Yeah. He was still calling a babe, so on and so forth. So we got to give him some credit. As far as,
hold on.
He wasn't a perfect example of stoicism, but he was good enough that he was able to hold himself together.
It's kind of like what 2K was saying. He just a hardcore shooter.
He battle tested, bro.
Yeah, he a battle tested shooter.
Facts.
Yeah, I mean,
like when
go ahead, somebody, whoever.
No, I was gonna say, like when you approach a woman, you gotta know the angles. Like if a woman around a whole bunch of dudes, don't approach her. If she on the phone, don't approach her. Like if she's walking in front of you, you don't really want to walk past her and then tap her. You know what I'm saying? You gotta do it in this smooth thing. The way he approached her was cool. She was sitting down, she was chilling, but she was uninterested.
We're gonna get into like how should you approach JS Torres.
Hey Jay, don't listen to them. If they're on the steering wheel on the gym, approach them, annoy them, say, "Let me talk to you."
If you the right guy, you gonna be
on
able
the
to do
treadmill.
it. JS Torres, you was about to say something? Go ahead.
Yeah, first of all, I appreciate y'all having me on.
What's up,
Thank
Torres?
you,
How you doing, sir?
What's good,
What up?
Fatty?
What up, buddy?
I just want to know, like, and I know we have one woman on the panel. Like, I would like to know, like, from a woman's perspective, like, and Just Bat made some good points. Like, I don't think the majority of women will react in a way that this particular woman reacted to him trying to shoot his shot at her. I would just wanted to know, like, is that because I know there's some women that are looking at that as a flex, like as something like, oh, well, you know, he should have got the hint the first time. She said, no, I'm not interested. Or, hey, why is he annoying her now? Because he, she already said no the first time. Like, take a hint, read the room, type shit. So, like, is that or is it something that, like, when women, we all know about the sisterhood. Like, is the sisterhood going to back her on this? And if they are, why? And if that's my real question.
It's gonna be half and half. You're gonna have the Brett, go ahead. You want to answer this
here.
question?
I'm literally getting dressed to go out. So no, the sisterhood should not back her. You'll have a handful of girls that will and think that is a flex, but that's not a flex. Being disrespectful to somebody is never going to be a flex. All he did was try to talk to you. You could have just said, "I'm good," and left it at that. He kept trying. Tune that shit out. Tune it out. She didn't. She went overboard by being super disrespectful.
But don't women like men being persistent? Don't women like men trying to?
If
you want them
if she like you,
But if I don't want you, I'm gonna say I'm okay. The compliments, thank you. But I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna walk away. I'm not gonna then turn like, yo, bro, get the hint. Like, I don't fuck with the
Right.
No, what is
It's
that
gonna be it's gonna be different.
You're giving it
standards for
energy
different
that
guys.
it don't need.
Yeah, so consistency equals stalking when you ain't cute or when she don't like you.
That's a
It's a
fact.
synonym. It turns into that. So
That's a fact.
just move around, bro. Like you said, like bro said, Fat Boy said, it's a strength in numbers, man. Don't be
And she
pressed
wasn't
by
the only
nothing.
chick out there, I'm sure.
You hear, when you hear no enough, you learn how to start hearing. Just keep it
facts.
pushing, bro.
Yeah, and I mean, you'll know the ones that's kind of like on the edge, to where you can kind of keep pressing. But in that situation, that was just a clear, like, all right, bro, just move on, bro, move along.
Right. Yeah.
If they smile and flirt back, you can keep pressing.
And that's the choice, brother. Was like we could do it the easy way or the hard way.
But in club situations, them probably some of the worst situations to probably interact with a female, especially leaving, because they looking at the guys who probably had the sections, who probably got the nice cars, who probably look the flyers. So if you out there looking like a regular, you already know you fighting against so many standards that you ain't gonna win against. So
especially when they pull the phone out to embarrass you. You're like, man, leave get up out of there.
That's
man. Leave that
exactly
shit.
what I was going to say. She had the phone in her hand, the red flag right there.
Yeah,
You
facts.
think it was her phone or a friend reporting? I couldn't really tell. Like,
It was her.
Either way,
It was hers.
If phones come out either way, when them phones come out, it's a reason why the phones just don't jump out on approach. And phones come out for a reason.
But Fat Boy and Taurus, let me tell you this. This is 2025. They be taking selfies walking to the car like tat-out. Like that motherfucker be out. Where they gonna put it in anyway? They be wearing dresses and all that. That phone was on deck. She just went from from picture mode to video mode when that nigga walked up. That's all it was.
Yeah.
I done seen it 1,000 times.
At the same time,
stay on ready.
But at the same time, don't y'all think it was the guy's fault as well that he stayed to pursue? You know what I mean?
Right.
He could have walked away.
His
He stayed. Yeah,
Well, it was his choice. It was his choice to choose her to talk to. But the point that I think is important here is when you got somebody who is married to their home, they're not gonna show themselves or be able to show themselves as being worthy of staying, keeping your attention, or you keeping her attention, I should say. So if she's married to the phone that way, she's not going to be paying attention to you. That's not going to be people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me give a shout out to Donnell Hawkins. It's for the content and to the show Men as Predators. $1.99 super chat. We appreciate that for sure.
Salute, brother.
I can go with that too. Yeah,
All right.
them
But was
phones
he
come
even
out,
being a
man.
predator?
Get the fuck up
I
out of
didn't think
there.
he was being a predator.
Yeah.
Hey, Style, you were about to say like what would be your approach to a female? Do you want to dive into that? You want to give us a class on that?
Give us some riz
I
class.
mean, yeah, hey.
Oh.
Hey, listen, I keep on mentioning 2K, man. I'm a fan of 2K. He be telling everybody the game. You gotta already shoot your shot, be confident. You gotta shoot your shot and be confident, but you can't be, like you said, Torres. Women like aggressiveness. If they like you, though. If they like you, you can keep going. So I just don't like approaching a woman. We all got rejected enough to know if you approach a woman, she on the phone, that ain't gonna work. If she say I got a man, that ain't gonna work. But sometimes that shit don't work. You can still go past that. Like for example, if a girl give you her Instagram and she got a man, that's cheating already. I don't give a fuck. If she give, you give my Instagram, nope. I'd be like, all right, I'm gonna take it, but I can tell the type of woman you are. Then you got some women like, I don't do social media. I got a man. I'm married, so you just gotta know. And then physically, and I'll leave it like this, y'all. I don't want to hold the time. I agree with you, Red Pill. Physically, if you approach a woman from behind, you most likely she gonna be like, ew. For real. That's like the main. I mean, right? If you smell good, you look good. If like you said, you got the section, the club, then you can come from behind. That ain't gonna matter. But if you're a regular guy that got a potential chance, and you rush into her, it's gonna work. You gotta catch her when she's shopping, she drops something, or you drop something next to her. Do a little weak ass corny joke. Hey, can you give me directions to your phone number?
Shopping
if you
ain't
look good,
nowhere to catch her either. Shopping ain't where to catch
come
her
on,
either.
fat boy.
No, shopping ain't where to catch her. Shopping
I already caught her. I already caught her there though. So what you gonna tell me?
Hold on.
Also,
what I mean by that is if she's shopping, a lot of them will reply with, buy this for me. I ain't into tricking like that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not meeting you in the mall and then I'm buying $1,500 of.
But that's the wrong type of woman though.
Take it from me.
Most of them is like that.
Hold on, go ahead, Torres.
Let me say this real quick. Coming from someone that's worked in the grocery store for the past 4 years, okay? Approaching a woman at a grocery store isn't the best method of trying to attain a woman.
No, man.
I think grocery store.
I mean, I'm not. I gotta say this.
Hold on. Let Torres finish. Torres, did you have any more to add to that?
No, I was just saying, like their purpose is to get whatever they need and get out, like
and get up out of here.
Like they.
Y'all not from the hood, bro.
Hold on, stop.
When you approach them in the aisle, like you're gonna look at her card and talk about what's in her card, or like say, oh, excuse me, you're in the way of the beans that I'm trying to get, or whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not a complete.
I just want to say something. Just be like 2K, man. Make sure you tell them, hey, bring the Bible. God be with you. You know what I'm saying? Get that riz out there.
All of y'all are wrong, right? There's no wrong place if she likes you. If she doesn't like you, every place is wrong. Even on a mix, even on Tinder, if you approach her, you're wrong. It's all about she liking you or not. If you like her, you can literally run next to her to a treadmill and she will talk with you for an hour. If she doesn't like you, you can even look at her.
Did I not say that from the beginning?
I just said that.
Did I not say that from the beginning? I let her give me the signals and then I'll hit her up.
All right, 2K, go ahead, 2K.
No, fat boy, you said no. Hold on, JB, fat boy, you said no store. You said no store, fat boy. You corrected me. So again, you wasn't saying what Fatty was saying. You said I was just saying. I just said one location. I didn't say go Coke stores every day. I'm just saying if you got nigga, and if she's a wonderful woman, it don't matter where you are. I just do the store, and then y'all generalize what you're gonna do at the store. You're gonna pick up groceries. That's your game, my boy. Listen, that's your game. I want to talk about no fucking groceries. I'm trying to get to know the woman. That's what I'm talking about.
Right.
Yeah, no, what I
mean,
was saying was in the beginning, when 2K said that he's a shooter, I said I don't shoot like that. I don't approach women. If they give me signals, then I'll say something, because now I already know that something is reciprocated. And I'm 99.9% when it's like that. But
you got to be able to set the scene too. You got to be able to set the scene. If you in a grocery store, you could build a conversation from the grocery store. If you're in a clothing store, you could build conversation from the clothing store. You got to understand and know where your surroundings are at, to where now you can insert yourself into her life and her situation at that moment. You just got to bring your confidence into. My bad, 2K. Go ahead.
Nah, you good, bro. Nah, because I'm with you, JB. You think I'd be smooth.
Yeah, you're right.
Let's take JS scenario. You got to be ready to roll with the punches. She be like, "Hey, I'm just in the grocery store trying to get what I need," and then I say, "Well, that's why I'm here. I'm what you need." So then that's when you kind of hit her. If you could share the screen, that's when you just pull out your phone. Share the screen right quick, JB. You just pull this out. Just ask her, can you fill out this application? And then from there, bro, you gonna laugh, bro, and you got it, bro. Yo, just ask her to fill out the application, bro.
You feel me?
That's clean. It's
smooth. Dog.
Facts. No, but see,
we're taking notes.
But see, the grocery store game is you. Oh, go ahead.
We characterize as hunters, right? So, what does every hunter, no matter what the species, what does it always do? It studies the prey.
There you go.
Oh, you got to study what you're going for before you go for it.
Facts.
And when you get the study completed or completed enough to know, hey, I can't do this bait, I got to do this other bait. Then you move.
Yo, Wes, that point right there, which is a reason why I wanted to come on some of these platforms, because a lot of times
Mike's tripping. Someone's Mike's tripping.
Yeah, somebody might
check. Can y'all hear me?
Dragon.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Good.
Okay. But I wanted to come on a lot of these platforms because what Wesley just said is something that I've been wanting to break down on one of these platforms. It is all of this, no matter how far we've come, society-wise, technology-wise, we still all resort back to our human nature. And it's about hunters and prey. And these women don't understand that if the hunters are coming after you, we have to understand how the prey is moving. So throughout time, if the prey changes how they do things, the hunters will adapt.
Exactly.
And women don't understand that we're adapting to how they move.
Evolution, baby. That's all it is.
They don't get that.
Yeah. But see, like I said, just like when 2K saying, as far as observing, like, look how much food is in the cart. If she got all single meals, look at that shit.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? If she buying Gerber, there's a baby at the crib. Like, you gotta start. You got to pay attention, like everything, even at at the mall, at the stores, bro. Like, as a man, as you grow, you just got to be wise. You got to pay attention to women. That's how you win.
Yeah, gotta study. Gotta study.
Yeah,
it's a fact.
Well, hey,
JB, I got a question for you, JB.
What's up?
Somebody, I don't like to read the comments. My bad, y'all be getting off sidetrack. Someone in the comments said, but it has switched. Men are the prey now.
I would just try to speak to that.
That should never be true.
Now, part of being
the high level man,
top 10
depends on what do you define as prey. What do they define as
prey?
Hold on. One mic, y'all. One mic. Wesley, go ahead and get your point out, and then we're gonna get back to what Styles was talking about.
All right. Part of being a hunter is being able to understand not only the prey you're going for, but understanding that there might be other prey watching. So there's a lot of guys who used to have this. I'm a little bit more old school, so sometimes when you go to the club, you don't always go to the prettiest girl first. You go to the friend that's B level, C level, D level. Mm-hmm. So you can show how that woman, so that the pretty girl is going to be like, I know I got this dude.
Yeah. I done did it before. I done got 3 fat ones and then went and got the one I wanted. Just for practice. I broke all the ice. I'm ready now. Let's go.
That's not perfect. Because when women see how you treat the ones that really don't, they don't deserve you, then they feel, oh, I definitely can be with this one.
Right. Boost their confidence.
It's like, okay, this is where my level should be. It's happened too many times.
A lot of them don't even think that deep enough, bro. A lot of them don't even care a lot of the time. I'm gonna be honest, man. They feel like there's so many options. They feel like it's so many exactly because they pray and they feel like there's so many options out there for predators. A lot of them don't even care sometimes if you're in a circle and you picking maybe a specific one out of the group or whatnot. They just gonna go ahead and move on to the next one that's giving that attention. The key is really, like I said, you gravitate to the one that give you the most vibes and really just go from there with it, man. Shoot your shot. If it work, it work. If it don't,
your success rate is a lot higher when you do it that way. If she got the vibes for you, you in there. After that, now it goes to what TK was talking about. You got to know how to really pray in with your tongue.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? If you don't have game, and I think this is going to what Styles was just talking about. Those guys that are being the hunted now, the prey. They don't have game, man. Game was something we had to learn. You have to learn game. If you don't got game,
hold on, 2K about to speak.
Under no circumstances are you to ever approach a female if she with her friend. Even if she like you, she gonna reject you.
Damn.
So that's I have never seen no nigga come out that situation successful.
I pulled it off. I did pull it off. I had a baby with her and I fucked up too.
No,
I messed up. I messed up.
It can happen, but it's rare, Styles.
Hold on, go ahead, Torres.
What you say, Torres?
So you're saying 2K that she has to be by herself for you to approach?
I ain't saying by herself, but if she with a group of her girls, like 3 or 4 of them, then they're
gonna try to show off.
That is a tough one. Yeah, that's tough.
They're gonna try to show off.
They all gonna size you up. They're gonna size you up together, and it possibly might work out for you. Just being honest.
And they try to intimidate the man too.
It ain't gonna even be the girl who you talking to that's gonna reject you.
Right, it's the homie. It's the ugly one. It's the homie, man.
The man, I don't want you. I don't want you.
Right. You ain't finna take my friend from me. We lonely together. We lonely together.
Woman that nobody wants on the group is going to reject you.
Hey, look, and God forbid it be the designated driver too. If you take the driver out the game, I'm telling you, if you get that girl to drive everywhere, and you get her and you take her out the game, them bitches is stuck.
Let me give you a pro tip, a one night stand pro tip. If you ever see a chick, it is 3 of them, and the one in the middle, that's the one that's gonna go. Because she needs, now I'm telling you,
how they lined up.
She needs 2 people watching her. So anytime it's the chick that's in the middle, that's the one who you target for the one night stand. If you can eliminate the other 2, she gonna go the same.
Like poker, y'all.
You know what?
Like
I'm gonna try
y'all.
that out. I'm gonna try that out.
You.
I have a quick story I want to say to that. To TK's point.
After you give that story, we're gonna switch topics.
All right, so I was in Atlanta, and was at a restaurant that had a bar, and I was sitting in the bar, right, and a woman came up, sat down, a couple chairs down from me. So I looked at her, I was like, "Oh, you didn't see me here? You want to sit next to me? What do I smell or something? What's up? What's up with that?" And she smiled and was like, "Oh no, I ain't see you there," which was bullshit. She did. So, anyways, I was like, "Hey, what you drinking on? What you got? What you buying? What you getting to drink?" And she's like, "Oh, some tequila, mojito, whatever." And she was sitting there like waiting on her friends to show up. And so I got to talk with her, got a good conversation going, got her number and stuff, long story short. And then her friends showed up. And then the friends was trying to, I guess, the friend saw that her friend was talking to me. And so they were trying to size me up. Now the friends were asking me questions, trying to interrogate me, this and that. And then there were other dudes that, that were coming in and out trying to talk to the friend. The friend was like, "No, I ain't talking to no dudes today. Like, I ain't even sweating them." Because I was asking, I was like, "Hey, so if any other guys approach you, would you entertain it?" One girl was like, "Hell no." The other girl was like, I don't know, maybe, I'm just here for my friend, whatever. They're here for their friend, right? And so to end the story, right? So I was on lock to take her back and probably have some fun with her, right? But then they wanted to go out to a club. They wanted to hang out and do their thing. So I was like, all right, whatever. I already got the information down, whatever, and everything like that. And so they were gone, like, they were about to leave. And so I was like, I wasn't going to leave with them. Okay. I was going to sit back and have, finish my drink and then go and probably meet up with them later.
Wait, did y'all fuck?
No, we didn't. No.
That's what I was waiting on.
Come on, man.
I was waiting on it. Shout out Styles, nigga. What happened?
What 2K was saying, the friends were cop blocking because they were already with like, oh no, don't because that's what they do. That's what these girls and their friends do. They intentionally cop block because they see that she's having fun with me, she's having a good time and everything like that. They're not having the best time as she is, so they're gonna misery loves company, right? And I felt that energy. Her energy changed real quick as soon as her friends came and tried to interrogate.
A lot of times that comes down
with guys too.
That a lot of times, man, them girls in triplets and you get shot down or whatever, man. It really comes down to all of them interested.
And somebody's jealous that they not
that's what the shit comes down to. So if none of if I ain't gonna let her get you if I can, because I've been in that situation right there. Yep. And I've been in that situation before where I doubled back and hit one of the ones that tried to tell her not to talk to me. So I ended up fucking her friend.
Now sometimes they do that as a lure tactic too, to get other guys to come into the picture. When you see a certain type of guy, and it might lure a guy who feel like he's better than that guy to come in the picture too. Sometimes girls play with guys in certain situations. They're not really serious. They just got them over there just to entertain for that moment, to bring in possibly somebody that's better and bigger to kind of
you gotta know what type of females you're cracking down on, because I literally just witnessed a bunch of like young chicks last night thinking that they were going to trick on the niggas that I was with, and I'm like, no, I'm not dealing with none of them, but the last thing you're going to do is try to trick on my niggas, like my homies. No.
Oh, wait a minute, Brad. Hold on, you fucking up the game right now. You can't do that. That's what we talking about.
Up the game because first of all, it was a bunch of YNs, or YBs, whatever they call the females. But no, like, you can't even conduct yourself in the space that we're in, and you think you about to crack on one of my homies because he got money? No, babe.
He might have wanted it. Why? What about what he want? Okay.
He told them, he was like, this is your test, this is your trial period. If y'all can't make it past this spot, y'all can't hang out with us no more. And what you think they did? They all fell.
Acted a fool, pulled out a backwood.
I'm like, girl, this is a restaurant. Why are you standing up on the couch?
Cause she smoked backwoods. That's the problem. Once you see a bitch that smoke backwoods,
backwoods is wild.
She do. I know she do.
I'm gonna switch over to the last topic, y'all.
BT Social loves you.
Thank you.
BT Social loves you.
All right, so I'm gonna give you the premise of these clips. Basically, they were saying that Young Thug was being very possessive and possibly controlling over Mariah the Scientist. They said he was tugging on her a lot at the BET Awards, snatching her up a lot, kind of answering questions for her. Females were trying to say that he was trying to steal her spotlight or whatnot. But I want to get y'all thoughts on that situation.
No, he was.
Help, Mariah?
He was protecting his woman, bro. Like, what the?
From what though, Red Pill? What is he protecting her from? Taking a picture?
Nah, but I'm saying is like you when you in a space like that where it's hundreds and thousands of people and all that. Like if you ever been to a concert with your girl, you gonna hold her hand, you gonna hold her waist, you gonna make sure she around you, bro. Like nah, you don't want to get lost in that. You know what I'm saying? Like he just making
on
sure.
the red carpet.
Yeah, okay. I'm a get in because that's my world right there. So it's a little deeper than that. Thug, with all Thug has gone through over the last couple of years, Thug is kind of jaded. So Thug is real particular about the kind of media that he puts himself in front of, and he ain't gonna let her talk to that same kind of media. If it's somebody that he feels like, nah, that motherfucker was talking shit about me, we ain't doing no interview with them. And she Mariah just coming into the game, so she don't really know the game like Thug know the game. Thug know who the players are on the media side. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times what people don't see behind closed doors, we know who the media people are that has either slandered your name one time before, said some fuck shit about you, or behind closed doors said some shit that got back to you. So when we see them in public, we know who to avoid. You know what I'm saying? So it looks like
it don't matter.
I feel like the women that's complaining are the ones who not willing to submit to their
facts.
men and be the ones being pulled or snatched up. Not in a, not in a nasty way, but in a way like, yo, you mind? Come on, let's go ahead. How women don't want to do that no more.
How you gonna tell me how I do what I do in my relationship? I'm the man. Don't be and this shit work. Do you see her complaining about young?
No.
He went and sat down for how long?
Too long.
Yeah, shoot. He sat down about 2 years almost.
And she ain't moved a muscle. You ain't heard nothing in the news. Oh, you out here. She wasn't shaking her ass. She wasn't doing none of that. So what he doing work. So what y'all got to say?
Nah.
People
he doing
women don't
Fatty,
they don't like what they
Go ahead, Fatty. Turn the mic up, Fatty.
Women don't like what they don't understand. They only like
turn your down, stop.
They only like the negative shit. Some women would rather a nigga bust her upside her head every day versus love on her properly. A lot of women are still dealing with traumas and just feed off of the negativity. So no, do I think Mariah the Scientist is unsafe with young or anything? No, not at all. The way I can't read what your name is when I'm driving, but the way my guy that used to sing to the food just explained it makes sense. Like Thug has been through a lot. He's not trying to give nobody no negative and no time to shine that talk shit about him. So yeah, he's protecting Mariah at the same time.
Protecting her.
She could be a little ditzy, a little So he's just like, no, come on, like it ain't worth it.
He know them ones that's gonna try to bait her and get certain answers out of her and all that. Nah, man.
Yeah, I feel it because my wife, she Hawaiian. And so, now that we on the mainland, she be trying to like give money to homeless people. I like, man, the motherfuckers ain't homeless. Like she just she be super green to the game. She be wanting
facts.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying?
Like
it just me. I got to look out there, and it look different if you just looking in.
Yeah, outside looking in, it look one way. But on the inside, what I know to be true in this shit. Cause you see how they kept looking back. Thug was looking back. I guarantee he saw somebody he didn't want to be nowhere around. And he didn't want her nowhere around that person either.
Right.
So I guarantee
it could have been she didn't want to talk to nobody.
I guarantee there was no man that said, "Oh my God, this is uncontrolling." This is actually a diagnosis of society. Woman runs relationships overall.
It's like this,
and the problem with this situation is, once again, woman will say a man is a leader until he's not leading the way they want him to lead. They want him to go back to the cameras and show her out and say, "Oh my God!" Like, do you notice this new relationship with is Mufasa and the Iman Super?
Oh yeah, that bullshit.
Right? You see,
relationship goals.
You clearly see who likes who more. You see what I'm saying? They want the man to lead the woman the way she wants to lead. Go ahead, celebrate her, put her on the pedestal and all that. So as soon as he's not doing what is better for her, which is being on the cover of, I don't know, Shade Room, whatever the post is, look at him being controlling. And this is going to happen to him. The same thing is happening with everybody. As soon as they break up, oh my God, Iman Shumpur was a monster. Everybody, look at. We saw the symptoms 2 years ago when he did X, Y, and Z. These women are starving for control. And as soon as you show that you are in command for 1 second, they will flip it on you and try to shame you into go back to your motherfucking place.
We need to have a conversation about how anti-man the shade room is, bro. I never noticed it, bro, but it's out of hand, bro.
Hey, I had to stop following Shade Room because I had a tendency, like I'll read the comments and I would pick out that one stupid one. I gotta say something to you. And then I'll go, I had to stop following them because, man, I was going down the rabbit hole with the fuckery that you see on that shit.
It's not one comment, Fat Boy. Shade Room, Spiritual World Star.
All of it.
People say, "Oh no, he's not most women." Every time a woman is doing something wrong, there's hundreds of women saying, "Why are you insecure?"
Co-signing that shit.
Like it's that's the reflection of most women. If they know they can get away with it and they're not going to be shamed, they're always going to side with the man.
Fatty, this is the quote of the year or the quote of the decade. That's the women you know. You know what I love about the Red Pill? I'm just gonna say this. The daily wrap up crew up in New York. Then you got the dude whatever over there in California with the whitest show ever. You got Fresh and Fit with the whole bunch of just random people and a whole bunch of Miami girls. Then you got another one it's in Vegas. Bro, every demographic of the world, the women act the exact fucking same. And niggas always say, "Oh, that's the one you know." Nah, nigga, y'all all the same. What's up?
You know what's funny? Is when they say, "Fatty, you are from Portugal. Why are you talking about relationship? You don't know what you've been through." Divorce rate in Portugal in the last 15 years, 70%.
Jesus. Who initiates?
But it's black woman, right?
They all black down there.
That's crazy. Come on, it's all women in the West. You wear a passport, bro. You run to Brazil. These women are even worse, doing the same shit or even worse. Like this is we keep like. Feminism is the biggest religion in the world right now. I'm sorry. You are going to find a woman, no matter how conservative she is, every time she has an opportunity, she's going to side with women for whatever reason because once again, they protect each other. So you're going to.
That's not all the way true.
I think feminism is more of a
Hold on. Let Brett respond.
I can't say that all women are going to side with women because right is right, wrong is wrong. So in a situation where it's a man and a woman, if that woman's wrong, I'm not going to side with her. I'm going to tell her, no, you're wrong. Like, you know, you owe women an apology. I'm not just siding with a woman because she's a woman.
Brett, you just did it. You just did what I was like. It's not all woman, Fatty. It's not all the way through, Fatty, because some woman and This is imagine. 1 second, Brett. Imagine. No, Brett. Imagine woman complaining about man fidelity, right? And you have serious grievances because most men either cheat or if they have opportunity to do so, there's a large majority that will take it. And then I come in and say, not all men cat call, Brett. Yeah, this is just you, man. Like it's counterproductive. You see what I'm saying? I'm not saying all because it's never all.
The same. Every man is not wired the same. The same goes for women.
No, Brett.
I get what you're saying, Fat. Basically, he's saying when we talking about horses, stop bringing up the unicorn.
No, it's not even that. She showed that even if she's not overtly a feminist, she will side with women and make excuses regardless. She already on the defensive. Not all women, Fatty. We can do it. You will never hear me if you guys say most men are cat callers. You will never hear me to say not all men, Brett, because some men don't cat call. I'll say, yeah, most men are cat callers. Absolutely. We have to talk about this. For whatever woman, even if women don't side with women overtly, they will always find a way to kind of care for them.
Yeah, like subliminally, they already kind of like know the that most are still gonna agree with each other. Yeah,
but that's not always true either, because they're to respond to people as if when they give a response, it's going to be like a monolith where all of their responses are going to be one way or another. That's kind of disingenuous as well. There will be times that you'll cross the aisle to have a different response. So, like, for example, I'm not the type of person that would catcall a woman, but I have done, said something to get a young lady's attention at one point. or one situation. That doesn't mean that I'm that kind of person. Same thing with women, where, and I'm not giving a green light on any of this, but what I'm saying is that to actually dump everybody into a bucket that says, oh yeah, they're this or they're that, that's not always the case. They will, sometimes people will find themselves on the other side of the and agreeing on the other side. So I think what's more important here is to give people enough room to actually have that kind of flexibility so that they can be taken seriously.
Okay, so let's try then. Men like big booties. Wesley, are you going to jump out of the ship and say not all men? Men like big titties. Men like sports. Men like fast cars. Men don't like me.
I was actually going to go there.
But you see what's
I kind of like it up top, so
Wesley, but think about
I'll
it.
always respond to the booty. You know what I'm saying?
But think about it. Nothing is all. So if every time we have to correct it to say it's not all people, there's some men that are into fat women. There's some men that are into women that are into midgets. There's some men that like. There's some men that like into you. Look at Diddy. Some men like their nipples rub out with other people's semen. I'm not going to say. I'm not going to say no, man.
I don't agree that. I do not agree with that.
But that's the point. Disingenuous is you ignoring the majority. Disingenuous is you ignoring the majority to actually make a point. You know why I know that? Because I never wanted to have a threesome, right? Because I'm probably going to be bad at it. I like to give attention to one person. 3 people is too much, right? But I will never say most men don't like a threesome because I don't want it, right? I'm a motherfucking. I'm
I get what you're
obese.
saying, Fatty. Yeah, you're basically saying why do you even have to acknowledge the duality factor?
Exactly.
Because this should already be common sense to know that the opposite exists. So you saying it just reinforced like you got hidden beliefs behind the scenes that you probably like you don't want to agree with it, but you're just saying it just to say it.
You're just saying because you're making it about yourself.
Yeah.
Imagine we're talking about world hunger, and I'm like, not me, because I'm fatty. I have a full fridge.
Would you say that's narcissistic?
It's not narcissistic. It's not. It's something called solipsism, and women suffer from it a lot. Like solipsism is always about your belly button. The world surrounds your belly button. So every time you hear something that is according to the world, women do this a lot. Not me and my friends. Not the woman that I know.
The women.
Right? It's never them. It's always somebody on the planet. It's not about you. It's about people in general. Because you might not go through something, but the most people are going through that shit. So you have to acknowledge that. That makes no sense to say not me and my friends.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the exception proves the rule. That's the whole point. Like you just like somebody will tell this dynamic story about how it's me and all my people. We do all this, but I say, look around. Do people mimic y'all? Nah, I mean, we kind of elite. Well, then shut the fuck up then, because you just kind of made the point for everybody else.
Yeah, them facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Can I?
Is a beautiful woman saying, I don't have a problem with getting men, and there's like 10 fat woman, old woman, no arm woman, no fupa woman. Like, why are you talking for them? You are a Victoria's Secret model. You don't need to be quiet. That's not about you. We know you get men. It's about them.
Right.
So your opinion is irrelevant.
Hey, Fatty, let's go back to the video. Yeah, let's go back to the video, y'all. So if you notice, like with the woman that's mad, that thug was like, come here. That's crazy. Because those same type of women that are mad about that will be like, well, I want my man to prove me away when I'm about to crash out. Look at the hypocrisy, man. Like those same women will get mad if there was a situation. They can just be like, well, why didn't you pull me? But then they say, why did he pull her? It's just like you just can't. This is why I say I'm not talking shit about women, but they mood changes 5 times a day. They're going to be feeling completely different another day. And then go in the comment section, like you're saying, Fat Boy. The comment section is ridiculous because it's just all about feelings. It's like mostly women, soon like the Haley Bailey, the Rihanna situation, or the all the court cases with Rock Nation. These are straight women. It's like you gotta go past the woman to the logic. So crazy, man.
Yeah.
All right. I'm probably about to get ready to close it up, man. Anybody had any last thoughts?
I can't believe we ain't say nothing about Father's Day.
Man,
happy Father's
Day.
Right? That should just let you know the state that we in.
Type time.
Yeah.
Tight time.
The fathers, man. Well, happy Father's Day to all of us who are fathers out there.
Yeah, salute,
happy Father's
bro.
Day, man.
Happy
Let,
Father's
Ain't
Day,
nobody
let me
else
say
gonna tell us.
let me say this before I go.
Yeah.
Happy Father's Day to all the women that have to be mama and daddy at the same time.
You know they gonna be
I
doing
know
that
tomorrow. I know it's going to be the all day.
It's
Happy
gonna be
Father's
going
Day
crazy with
to
the happy
all the
Father's
ladies
Day.
that are being mommy and daddy at the same time. So happy Father's Day to you ladies, and let's hope that that man comes back from getting milk.
Let them have hair in their teeth.
Almost back. So
It
AJ, I
definitely feel like
appreciate.
it's. Thank you for coming, Fatty, man. I
Thank you
appreciate
very
you too,
much,
big
and
dog.
please go watch 2K show because
Love, Fatty.
Definitely will, man.
Yeah,
I appreciate y'all.
Set her ass off.
everybody on the
2K,
panel.
when is it?
Thank you
Link,
very
I
much.
want to link up.
When is it?
Every morning at it started at 11.
Got you.
Oh, okay. I'm in there. I'm in there.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm
Y'all
gonna
go
tap
ahead.
in 2K. If you want to send the link to the chat or whatever, I'll or the channel, I'll definitely link tap in.
I appreciate it, y'all.
Yeah, definitely on the link.
Yeah, we in there.
Okay.
Hey, 2K, where you? What's your time zone?
I'm Texas CST.
Oh, okay. You all right? We on the same time. Okay,
Yeah,
bet.
on the
Yep.
same time.
Bet. Okay.
Y'all go ahead and shout yourselves out, man. Everybody go ahead and do their thing.
Hey
Close it
man,
out.
I'm 2K, man. You can find me in the Don't Piss Me Off Morning Show on YouTube, and that's me.
Let's go.
Shout out to
Paris
2K,
in the
man.
Rain. You know, you can find me on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Paris in the Rain. And thank you, JB, for having me in the panel and everybody.
For sure, man. I appreciate you, Paris. And shout out to you, man, for hitting them 2K plus subs on both of your channels, man.
Hey, I couldn't have done it. I couldn't have done it. Hey, I couldn't have done it without JayBReacts, man. Y'all definitely tune in to JB, man. He got the secret, man.
You got the sauce.
He got the sauce.
I'm proud of my Puerto Rican brother, man.
You dig?
Go
Facts.
ahead, Red Pill.
Man, what up, y'all? This Red Pill Crip. Shout out to JB, of course. Kansas City vet. Check me out on TikTok if you want to hear the most honest, outlandish reactions to how the world's going on. Yeah, TikTok, Red Pill Crip, everything Red Pill Crip, man. Just look that shit up. You ain't gonna find another one. If you do, tag me in this shit so we can go to war.
Yes, sir. Shout out to you, Red Pill, man. I
Yes,
appreciate
sir.
you coming, big dog.
Always.
ATL. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead, Torres.
Are we going from okay?
Yeah, I'm JS Torres. My YouTube channel is at Right Brain Boricua.
Hey, Boricua.
Ya tú sabes.
Ya tú sabes.
I just did my first live stream the other night, so check it out if you want. I need some subscribers. I'm brand new to the YouTube game. Well, not really brand new in YouTube, but brand new to actually doing the streaming and doing the live. So all tips and help is appreciated. I'll talk about dating, relationships, baseball lifestyle, and also lifestyle topics in general when it comes to the alternative adult lifestyle as well. So tap in, check me out. Right Brain Boricua on YouTube.
Okay, I'm just.
Hold on.
All right, I got you right now. I'm for the lock in.
Yeah, facts.
Yes, sir.
Hey man,
Put it
great
in the
panel,
private
y'all.
chat too.
All right, I'll put it up.
Appreciate it.
This it right here?
Yep, that's it.
All right.
Yes, sir.
So, got you.
Hold on, man.
Appreciate it. And appreciate it, JB. I finally got to a place where I got decent Wi-Fi, decent connection.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I'm glad you was able to hop on and speak, man. I know it's been a while. I know you was trying to get on a few times and you just didn't have the situation to talk. But I'm definitely glad to have you on, brother. I just subscribed to your channel too.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
It's in the
man.
back chat, y'all.
Appreciate that.
All right, bet.
I'm about to add it. I just followed you, Torres.
All right.
All right, y'all boy, take care.
All right, hey, 2K, get better, big dog, man. I appreciate
will.
you.
Get better,
showing up,
brother.
Get with it, homie.
Hey, 2K, hit that steam room, my boy.
Huh?
Hit that steam room and sauna.
Yeah, that's too much like right.
Facts.
All right, bro.
All right, big
All right,
homie.
brother.
Thank you
Be
for coming,
safe.
man.
Take care.
All right, broski. All right, Styles, go ahead, brother.
Hey, great panel. Thanks for having me, JB. It's going up. I'm new to this, but I'm gonna keep hanging with y'all spaces. I'm having fun every time I hop on. Follow me _Styles_Paradise on IG, and I'm looking to join you guys again. Nice to meet all you fellas.
For sure.
Appreciate you for sure. Hey, happy Father's Day, man. Thank you, them Leos.
Thanks.
We don't hear
Appreciate
it
it.
enough out there, man. But I'm glad we definitely saying it on here, man. You know, it's starting to become fleeting for the fathers, but shout out to us. Go
You
ahead,
did.
Wesley.
Sure.
Wesley Keith Mullings, not particular to a particular platform, but you can Google me. There are some pretty big things that are coming down the pike that I'm looking forward to sharing with the community.
Salute, brother.
Thank you for coming, big dog. I appreciate you, man. For
Yes,
sure.
sir.
Thank you for the opportunity.
Yes, sir.
Fatty Senior, come on.
Fatty Granddaddy.
Hey, look, man.
He's a great man.
JB having me on, man. I'm new to these spaces, man. Like I said earlier, I come out the music world, so I'm starting to venture off and do some pods and things like that. You can find me on Instagram, the Fatboy, TheFatBoi_. That's Instagram, and my YouTube channel is Fatboy Live. Fatboy Live. So I'm just getting started into these spaces, man. Like I said, also I have it's levels to this Instagram and also YouTube. So, but that's on the music side of things, you know, having music conversations and all that with guests. Fatboy Live, that's it right there.
I just followed you.
I'm gonna hit all y'all guys back too, man. And if any of you guys want to have me up on your platforms and all that, man, hey, just give me a call, because these kind of conversations I love, because a lot of these stuff, man, a lot of these kind of situations, you really need to, it needs to be talked about, because I see shit just getting way too just carried away. So some of this shit needs to get reeled back in. So these conversations with this politics, relationships, all that, man. I love these kind of debates and discussions and all that. So JB, appreciate you for having me on, bro.
Sure, man. I
And
appreciate
looking
y'all.
forward to linking up with you other fellas as well, man.
Facts, love, bro.
I just followed you, Fat Boy and Red Pill. I just followed both of y'all on IG.
Appreciate you, homie. Hey, Paris, what's your YouTube channel? Sorry about that, JB.
No, go ahead, bro. You good.
Paris and the Rain reaction.
So Styles, that's your Instagram, Styles.
Yes, sir.
Styles.
I'll put the link for
Paradise.
Yeah, put it in the back chat.
Okay,
yeah, man. Like I said, these conversations we definitely need to have them. I feel like we don't have enough conversations as guys. Just speaking authentically how we feel about things. So it's definitely something we need to do more. And then the networking side also, we need to make sure we do that more often as well. So I'm definitely glad to always have y'all and be able to build people who actually want it, because you have people that say they want it but they don't really want it. But when you have people that actually show up, speak, participate, really dive into the conversations, man, that's special, And I think us as guys, we really need to have outlets to be able to do that, because like I said, the opportunities out there are hard sometimes. And we definitely have to take advantage of the ones that we have. And when we show up 100%. But like I said, I appreciate y'all 100%, man, for sure.
Absolutely.
Same
appreciate
here.
you and everybody.
Too, brother.
Yeah.
Always.
In the
Father's Day
description,
tomorrow, man.
for sure, man. In the description, I have a Discord. Y'all can follow that. I also have another channel to where I'm trying to restructure it to where I'm doing more vlog content, lifestyle content. Y'all definitely support that. Y'all
I say nothing.
everybody up here. And until next time, y'all, peace.
Peace.
Take care, y'all.
Sorry, yeah.